Good evening, friends. Thanks for joining Candid Meena every morning to follow what's happening in India and abroad. And thank you for sending your valuable comments and suggestions. If you believe in this channel, do hit the like button, share with your friends, and spread the message. Our only mission is to bring you the truth and both sides of the story. Thank you for the support. Friends, today we have our esteemed guest, Mr. Ram Simon, back with us. He was formerly known as Ali Akbar. And now, coming to the topic in hand, is that just recently the Income Tax Department held a massive raid on prominent producers in the Malayalam film industry. So now, income tax officers raided around 50 locations in three states, namely Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Maharashtra, that are linked to producers Anthony Perumbaur, Prithviraj, Anto Joseph, Liston Stephen, Badusha, and Subair for suspected tax evasion. Perumbaur is a close confidant of superstar Mohanlal. He produced five Mohanlal starrer films, namely Bro Daddy, 12th Man, Monster, Drishyam 2, and Alone. 2022 was a very good year for Prithviraj Productions. The production company did the distribution of super hit multilingual films like KGF Chapter 2, 777 Charlie, and Kantara in Kerala. The production company produced Jaragana Mana, Kumari, and Gold also. The project design of the film Bro Daddy was also done by Prithviraj Productions. Now, sources of the IT department said that the department has collected some crucial digital evidence from these locations. The department is also looking at the financial transactions of certain distributors and financiers from the industry. The investigation was initiated by the Kerala wing of the IT department. Officers from Tamil Nadu also were involved in the joint operation. The local police were not given any prior information about the raid, but an IT officer who participated in the raids said that the help of local police was sought during the raids. Now, in December 2020, also the IT department held raids on producers and stars in Mollywood. So the raids were held at the premises linked to Prithviraj Productions, Dulkar Salman's Wayfarer Films, Vijay Babu's Friday Film House, Anthony Perumbaur's Ashirwad Films, Stephen's Magic Frames, and Anto Joseph Film Company. In January this year, the ED held a similar raid at actor-producer Unni Mukundan's house premises on suspicion of money laundering and funding from abroad for producing the debut production Mepadian. So, what's happening, sir, with regards to this? Can you explain what's happening?
Actually, nowadays, Kerala film industry depends on the black money actually, or Hawala money. Even who was the producer of Mohanlal producer. He was only the driver of Mohanlal actually. From driver, he became a producer. Can you imagine a driver become a producer? From that itself, we can imagine how they are doing business. And next thing, even flopped film, getting crores of income from abroad. How that is happening? I think Prithviraj film was last year film was flop in Malayalam, but they get enormous money from abroad. That makes suspicion actually. Then the income tax department went to their home actually, and the amount of production, the cost of production. Now it is going up to 100 to 200 crores. Did you know the area of our film industry, Malayalam film industry? A small area actually. Kerala is a smallest area in India actually. Around only we can release only up to 400 theaters, maximum 400 theaters. Even that include 5 to 10 theaters in each town actually. and our strength is only 3 crores. Our 3 crore people are living in Kerala actually. So how they are getting that much money from the distribution? We know that if they are getting 100 rupees, the first 40% of the income will go to the corporation or panchayats. Balance 40%, balance 60%. From that 60%, another 40% will go to the theaters. So actually, if 100, if selling a ticket worth rupees 100, the producer only will get 20 rupees, up to 20 rupees. Then how can they accumulate that much money from film production? They are millionaires now from this very little industry, Kerala film industry. And our film is releasing just in Kerala, sometimes Dubai and Middle East, and even Bombay one or two theaters, Bangalore one or theaters. That much the viewership of our Malayalam film. Then how they are pulling this much money, 100 crores, 200 crores? I don't know what happening from where they are getting that much money. That is the background of Malayalam film industry actually. And even we can say Prithviraj. Prithviraj not only an artist. He became producer. He became distributor. So they have the theaters. So many theaters. They own so many theaters also. So we have to look the actual source of income, where they are getting that much amount. We can say it is from outside actually. It is from outside India. Even they are getting golden visa from Dubai. If you got a golden visa from Dubai, you can make a account there, NR account. You can transfer that amount from there to India. They are telling that our film earned that much money, and we can exchange that money. It will become black to white. They are doing hawala business actually by the means of film making actually.
So how was it like? Yeah, you were a film. You have made many films in Malayalam. So especially in the 90s, how was it the same back then? Like
No. Actually, up to 2000, there were around 20 production companies were there. Just like Jubilee Joy Thomas and another Sarga Chitra Appachan. So many good banners are there. All of them stopped their production by the time of 2000. After 2000, these guys become producers, distributors, and even theater owners. Even some guys are coming from abroad. They are making one film. After that, we will not get any. Even they are not making another film. Only one film, and we don't know about that producers itself. They came to the limelight for one film. After that, we don't know who was the producer and who is the producer. That is the reality in Kerala. There is no production company now existing, good production company.
Okay, fine. And now, as you know, that COVID happened in 2020, and after that, people didn't go to theaters, and the film industry, of course, was deeply impacted during COVID. And now, after so it has impacted a lot of theater owners as well as filmmakers. So, did COVID have a very deep impact in the Kerala film industry?
The COVID impact was suffered by theater owners because that time the OTT came to the scene actually. So they got their money from the OTT platform, and even in channels, they are getting around 10 to 15 crores from channels for a small film. I don't know what the rate of Mohanlal or Prithviraj. I don't know actual earnings from the OTT or channels. Even I think there was a lot of film released by OTT at the time of that period. So the film company, film producers or artists, they are getting. I don't know how they are getting actually, but they tells that we got this much money, around 100 crore. That is the benchmark now. It's a 100 crore film, 200 crore film. But yesterday I went to a theater for seeing that English movie just released. That time the Prithviraj film also running there. I don't see anybody in front of the counter actually. But their propagating it was a huge success. I think it's a white bargain, but we can say it's a whitewashing actually, black to white. That is why the income tax department coming to the scene actually.
And,
Even they do not exposing the actual, because the political influence of this artist. Even you took the case of Mammootty. He's belong to left actually. He's a partner of left channel, and even Prithviraj also depends on leftist. So they will not take any action against this artist because they have much influence in the political scenario.
so, from what I understand, is the Kerala police was not aware of this income tax raid.
They will salute. They will salute Prithviraj. They will salute Mammootty. You cannot believe. Even I think 10 years back there was a scandal in real estate business. Mammootty was also in that what we can say real estate mafia, but the government influenced the inquiry committee and released him freely. So the political alignment with the filmmakers also a main cause of the matter actually.
Okay, and also in Kerala, do you think that it's very closed, thing like nepotism exists in Kerala film industry?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
Bollywood?
yeah, yeah. Not only narcotism, Islamic jihad also is there. Islamization is also there. Through that channel, I think that they're getting much more money from the abroad because this channel, the mafia channel, actually the protection cost had to buy the Islamistic groups actually. The link between the Islamic group and the so-called directors, artists are well known in Kerala actually. But nobody is asking. Nobody is nobody want to know what they are doing, or even so many artists included in the what narcotic mafia. Even latest youngest artist was in the net actually, but they freed actually. Even in the case of Lakshadweep, the central action in Lakshadweep, who reacted first? The so-called artist Prithviraj reacted first. For what? For this narcotic link actually. For this narcotic, because the island is the best location to transfer the illicit, what you can say, drugs, or even guns, AK-47. I think you know that they are covered around somewhat guns and narcotic things from the Dube actually, Lakshadweep.
Okay, okay. Now you've seen that in Kannada film industry, they have made recently very good films like Kantara, and it has become a huge.
Yeah,
huge.
I heard that it was made by 20 crores, but they have
Yes.
collected 300 crores.
Yes.
In a straight way, because the goodness in that film, the culture in that film, that make difference actually. And nowadays, actually Hindus are paying. Hindus are seeing the films actually. So now the Hindus have decided to change their viewing pattern actually. That is why many artists weeping actually now. Even Prithviraj also suffering more, because they ignored the Hindus. They made films against the Hindus, but now they are suffering. Even in Mumbai industry also, just like that. So there is green money. We can say green money, Islamic money. In front of that, they forget everything. Our culture. Even they are getting money from the narcotic group for showing a scene, a narcotic using scene. If I am ready to shoot a scene with ganja or LSD, they will give me money. These guys will give money, and they will give money for the certification also. Even censor board, they are bribing the censor board also. Even in Malayalam cinema, the Idiki Gold. There was a film, Idiki Gold. What do you mean by Idiki Gold? Idiki Gold means ganja. The film's name was Ganja. That's the way they are promoting the narcotic business actually. Even the characters, even superstars, they are acting like drug addict. They are using the injections. They are using the powder. I don't know what is the heating and smelling. That promotes the youngsters are behind them actually. They are not only ruining the health of what economy. They are using they are neglecting the culture, the youngsters' future. That is that's the worst thing.
So, also in the OTT platform, do you think the OTT platform owners also they look for this sort of content which has drugs, and they will approve only that sort of content or films in their platform?
They are already it is a universal fact actually. The developing country is suffering more, and the business of drug. You think about the drug mafia. It is not in India. It is from Pakistan, Afghanistan, and it is coming to UAE, then Sri Lanka, then India. From India, it is going to Europe. Actually, there is a circle. We cannot think the volume of amount they are getting. So first of all, they want to the users. Actually, they are catching the users. Even now, the LP school. You know, a 13-year-old girl was the transporter of the what you can say in the MMT. I don't know what the name actually. I never seen that thing. That girl used to sell their products, and that girl informed the police, but police didn't took any action even now. They didn't took even the commission also. Just yesterday, the commission went to the Kasargod area, but they did not met that girl. They enrolled in the police station and came back to their offices. They are using children's. In Kerala, it is. I cannot express what is going on. They are using LKG, UKG children also. But government is not. The government is propagating don't use the drugs, and they are spending too much. I think there is a committee. Everything is there, but they will not take action against these guys. Last 6 months, they are arrested so many people, but they are belonging to the Communist Party of India. The drug sellers, the transporters, was belong to the ruling party. Then you know what will happen. That is Kerala's recent scenario actually.
Do you see a positive change in Kerala anytime soon?
Now it is not possible because a huge group is silent now. Even the culture, the cultural societies, even the writers, filmmakers, 90% of them are belong to the Communist Marxist Party of India. We can say the urban nexus. Even the writers are urban nexus. They think they do not interfere in the recent event. They will not, because they want their position. But so sometimes they will get chairmanship of Sahitya Academy or film. There is a film, Kerala film industry, what we can say, KSFDC. and even awards. They will get awards from the government. So they are keeping mum. They are not ready to speak anything against the government, against the drug mafia, against the film mafia. Because it is film mafia. In film mafia, it includes the drug, even what we can say, uh, womanization. What we can say, the even raping the artist. You know the famous case about Dilip. He was a non-artist here. What happened to him?
Yeah. So now, with regards to Kerala, and so do you think there'll be like Kantara has become very popular in full of India? Do you see a similar film in Kerala film industry, which maybe shows Kathakali or some other Theyyam in that?
No, you know, Theyyam. We have a lot of Theyyam forms in Kerala, especially in Malabar, and they do not want to see. Well, they do not want to show the culture of Kerala. Actually, for up to 80s, all the Indian film industry looked into Kerala industry, Kerala film. There was very good directors like Bharat Padmarajan, Adur Gopalakrishnan, and that era is gone actually. Now the underworld film, only underworld films. No, what you can say, rural films. We have we have a good rural culture actually. It's a actually, you know, we call Kerala is a God's own country. Lot of greenery is there here. Lot of rivers is here. The color of Kerala is also very good for filmmaking, good filmmaking. But they don't want to show that even they're against the culture actually. If you think about from 2014, a group of Muslim production company came to this scenario. They actually done everything against the Hindu culture. Everything. Just you just see, and in what the film's name is, Indian Kitchen or just like that.
Kerala Kitchen?
Yeah, Kerala Kitchen. It was against the Hindu. 100% against the Hindu. It's a Hindu culture actually. In 80s, there were so many films regarding our culture actually, our agriculture field, and even you know, there was a good film of Suresh Gopi with Theyyam. Peringali Kaliyatam was that movie, and even another movie. There are so many movies. There was actually, but after 2010, 2014, it is new gen. It is called new gen films. New gen films, after using the ganja, then they will start the morning shooting with the what we can say. Even we cannot think about that. They are full time. They are using intoxication and working with that intoxication. Then think about the the result of that film. Even you can see the latest interviews of the latest artists. You can feel the smell of ganja from the interview. Actually, the people know.
So going forward, we can't expect a very pro-Hindu script Malayalam film because the funding comes from.
Now the change is begun. Actually,
Okay.
change is begun because last year the few people from the industry want to show the Atma of Hindus actually. Even I think this month they are going to release another film about Shabarimala by Unni
Oh, who's
Mukundan.
it? Unni Mukundan. Okay. Okay.
Unni
Fine.
Mukundan was doing a very good movie promoting Hinduism. That makes some issues also. Even in the last picture, he used a ambulance by the RSS group. It made so many problems to him, but he ready to face that anti propaganda. Now he's going to release a movie on Shabarimala, Malayalam Puruthamma. That will be a good change. Even my film also on 1921 Hindu Maskya. I think it will make some changes to the attitude of your viewers. They are ready to accept, but we have to give them. That is the problem. If we have to give, they will accept it. So the change that in industry itself, even theaters came to first our that film, our Kashmiri Files. It was released in my city in one theater.
You're from Ernakulam?
I am from Calicut, actually, Kozhikode.
Calicut, okay.
Calicut. In Kozhikode Crown, it was released in Kozhikode Crown. Within 1 week, they got 100 theaters in Kerala. We can see the change from that film itself. The entire Hindu group came to theater. They appreciated the film. Then it was a good. They got good collection from Kerala itself. So that the scenario is changing. And even Prithviraj is feeling that thing because this film is going below average actually now. Even he is spending more and more money for making film, but the audience is not reacting too much. Yesterday, I have seen around 10 or 15 members of his fans association in Trivandrum theater, but nobody was in the queue. In ticket counter, there was nobody. Only these guys of fans associations there. They're paid association actually. They are using the paid association to promote films. But it is also now it is also going to the most lower level in the scenario. That not working actually there. And even the about the Malayalam film channels, news channels. They are also part of it actually. they are not ready to propagate these Hindu films or Hindu our cultural films. They will promote only these guys because they are getting more money from these guys. Even our intelligence is giving. There are too many Malayalam newsmakers depends on these guys, the radical Islamist group. They are getting money from the Islamist group. Many news agencies are getting money. So the news agencies also with the so-called superstars, money lenders, not money lenders, whitewashes actually.
So, do you think that if any film flops, then the film producer and director depends on OTT platforms to give them this much amount of money for the rights of screening? And
Actually, I don't know. Actually, how we don't know how they're getting that much money because now the OTT platforms took a decision that only success only films that showed a good result in theaters will get OTT now because the OTT platforms went to the what we can say the least performance just 6 months back. So now the OTT platforms are also thinking about the small films. So they are going to small films, just like Kandara. They are getting more money from actually the viewership will be go to that good films only. So they are also rethinking the business with these guys actually. I think in front of the OTT platforms now around 150 films are there for selection. They are not ready to accept all of them. So that media also going down actually.
okay, so OTT won't accept any flop films in their
Yeah.
platform.
They will reject. They are going to reject it because
Oh,
they are looking the what you can say the what we can say the
box office collection, is it?
box office collection and the rating also. They are now
Okay.
they are looking the rating actually.
Okay.
8 around 10 they will give the money, good money, and so it also make some problems in Kerala film industry
Because
because
in box.
our industry will go smoothly up to 20 crore production. More than 20 crore, it is not viable in Kerala actually. Only this type of business can do that. Hawala business. They are actually giving around 20 to 25 crores for the production cost of actually. But other costs are going to the artist pocket actually. A huge amount is going to artist pocket. For production, it is just like around 5 crores or 10 crores maximum.
So now going forward, you say it's going to be a positive change for Kerala films because
Now they change. We can the spark of change actually coming to Kerala. The theaters also now accepting the small films. This type of films. 1 year back, they don't want to show small groups, we can youngsters, these kind of films actually. It had actually Kashmir Files changed a new wave actually. They made a new wave. So I'm expecting the change actually will come within few years. 2 or 3 years, it will change. And the flow of black money will be end. We have to put an end to the black money. Otherwise, our structure will be in another way. It will end up with another way, just like Pakistan or just like Afghanistan. We have to face the influence of the narcotic jihad.
Yeah, so it'll take it'll happen gradually, like slowly.
Actually, the families are thinking about it. The family, actually, there is a change in the mood of family. The youngsters also change. That's because of the change in their mind. The Kandara was the success.
Yeah, so
I can imagine that the success ratio of Kandara, not only in Kerala, but actually the Keralites took that film very into their heart actually. That's also leads a big change. I'm expecting an after effects of Kandara in our industry also.
So, from what I understand, sir, is that see, you have a very big movie mafia in Kerala also, and so like small time filmmakers also, if he makes a film like Kantara, then he will have a lot of opposition, like in the censor board. This movie mafia will somehow try to make his film not pass the censor board. Is it like that? Do you see that?
Of course, they will make because there is a union association for the theaters also. Sometimes they will make block a chance to block such films, but in that association there is a break now. They are divided into two major parts actually. One part of the theaters belong to the artist group, and another group of theater owners came to another group. They are supporting these kind of films. So I think even there are so many theaters in what we can say new theaters, even in theater complexes. Actually, we can say theater complex in the supermarkets. So they want films actually. That much film these producers can't produce that much films. Only Mammootty making 2 or 3 films, Prithviraj make two or three films. They are making around below 10, actually below 10. But for 1 year, we had to give around 100, 150 films to the theaters. So this kind of films will get the theater.
What is sir? What is Dileep's status as of now? Actor Dileep.
The case is going on.
Okay.
Hearing is going on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So on that note, sir, thanks for spending your valuable time. And I know you are busy. And thanks for coming
We can.
on our.
I am dreaming. There will be a good change in Kerala film industry, even in Indian film industry. The change will come within 2 years. Our culture, we are ready to promote our culture, and people also welcoming that change. So I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming that maybe within 2 years the change will affect.
Yeah, wonderful. So on that note, we'll end this session. And thank you again, Ramasimhan sir, for coming to our channel.
Thank you.
Until
Thank you very
then,
much.
good night. Bye.